All right, shalom, shalom. All right. Before I begin, let me start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach in the course where I learn this truth. All right, peace and salutation to the Lord's elect. All right, today is August 15th, year 2022, the year Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's turn up. All right, and you know what I'm saying? I just want to come out and speak a bit. All right, I went off and forgot some of my devices, so I'm just gonna do I'm saying just a little impromptu right here in the corner, right quick, and Lord willing to be edifying. All right, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just jump right in. The first scripture I'm gonna start out with is Jeremiah 23. All right, in verse 1, it say, "Woe be unto the pastor that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord Yahweh." All right, by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and in today's world, you know what I'm saying, these Christian pastors, all right, they're leading a lot of you jakes, all right, to your demise, all right. The truth is not in them Christian churches, all right. It never has been. The scriptures tell you in Acts 7:48 how the Lord dwelleth not in temples made with hands. All right, also Acts 17:23, all right. You know what I'm saying, what it say, the earth is my, what it say, heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool, so what house will you build for me? All right, but these Christians, they pack that Harley house every Sunday, all right, and make Pastor Porchard rich while he feeds them a whole bunch of bullshit, all right. Verse 2, it say, "Therefore thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Shema Shai, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people." And the Lord's people are you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right, as well as the speckled birds that go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. "Ye have scattered my flock and have driven them away and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai." All right, so the Lord is going to destroy the pastor and the misled flock, because you got to understand the Lord set these wicked pastors up to a certain degree to mislead the undesirables, all right, to weed them out. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Job 12:16. "With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his." All right, so that's how the Lord, you know what I'm saying? It's one of his ways of doing things, all right? Everything that goes down on this earth, all right, the Lord ordained it, all right? Zephaniah 3:5. "The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity every morning. Doeth he bring his judgment to light. He fell it not, but the unjust knoweth no shame." All right, verse 3, it say, "And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase." All right, because we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, you got the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. You got the majority. I mean, you got a big bulk of the elect right here in America, but you know what I'm saying, it's still the 1/3 around the world. All right. Let me see. What is that? Verse 4, "And I will set up shepherds over them." Let me see. "I will set up shepherds, over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord." All right, and the Lord has set up shepherds over us now. All right, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, you know what I'm saying. Young brothers like myself, we've entered into other man's labors. All right, you know, these our apostles have been doing this for over 30 years. All right. You know what I'm saying? And then you got, you know what I'm saying, Abba Bivens, you know what I'm saying, Rabbi Abba Bivens, King Masha, High Priest Ariel, you know, the men that was before them as well. But you know what I'm saying? That's the shepherds that set up over us in this time, all right, you know what I'm saying? Verse 5, it say, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment in the earth." All right, and that's Yahweh Shai. All right, he's coming back, all right, to sit on the throne of David. All right, let me see. Verse 6, "In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness." All right. Verse 7, "Therefore, behold, the days coming, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, and from all countries whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. All right, so that's when Israel is gonna go back to their homeland. All right, them fakes over there in their land right now, are not the true people of their land, because this prophecy has not played itself out yet. All right, Yahweh Shai hasn't came back. All right, to sit on the throne. All right, and he hasn't led the whole house of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Well, not the whole house. So like me say it that way. He hasn't led the elect out of Babylon's, aka America, back into Egypt, because 2/3 are gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Right here in Babylon, but you know what I'm saying? The Lord is gonna, you know what I'm saying? Deliver His elect, His 144 and His 1/3 elect from Babylon. All right. 2 out of 3 of His people gonna die in Babylon, and the Lord gonna take us back to Zion. All right. Let me see. What else was that on there? Yeah. All right. So that's how that will go. And then when you go to Isaiah 2, it tell you how the law is gonna reign from Zion. You know what I'm saying? And that's not happening over there neither. All right. Isaiah 2, it say, hear the word Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. All right, that's not happening right now. Verse 3, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, from Jerusalem. All right, that's not happening right now. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. All right, and World War III is still being prepared right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know. You know what I'm saying? That them people over there in their land, they ain't the real people of their land. All right. You know what I'm saying? But before we get to our homeland again, you know what I'm saying, Jacob's trouble has to come, and that's right around the corner. All right, Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. All right, that's the elect. All right, those are going to be the ones written in the book. All right. Those that are preordained and chosen before the foundation of the earth, all right, to have salvation, all right, with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, 2/3, you know what I'm saying, death by pain. All right, let me see, let me go to Ephesians real quick. All right, this is Ephesians 1. It say, let me see, we're gonna start. I'm going to start from verse 1, all right? I start from the top. It say, Paul, an apostle of Yahweh Shai Mashiach by the will of Yahweh, to the saints which are at Ephesus, and to the faithful in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, grace be to you and peace from power our Father, all right, from Yahweh our Father, and from the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, all right? It say, blessed be Yahweh and the Father of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who hath blessed us with spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Hamashiach, according as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. All right, so that's the elect. They were preordained before the foundation of the earth. Abaratazah, money and number. But I'm just saying they were preordained before they even came down here. So that's also why the scriptures say it's gonna be no gall found in their mouth. All right, you know what I'm saying? And those people that is talking about the elect, they're not gonna be calling on no fucking Jesus. All right, they're gonna be calling on Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Let me see, staying with it to stay, let me see, where was that I was going? All right, 1 second. I'm getting back into, you know what I'm saying, using the sword. All right, the old-fashioned way. All right, again. All right, Elder Matazakba, you know what I'm saying, out of South Carolina, he was like, man, you brothers need to get back into the swing of using your sword and not just using the phone. All right, and I said that last week, but I had my phone with me, so when I came out today, it just so happened the Spirit made it to where I forgot my other phone. So I was like, man, am I going to turn around and drive way back to my house, get the phone, and come back out here? By the time I make it out here, it'll be dark. Or am I just going to, you know what I'm saying? I got the sword, so, hey, here it is. All right, you know what I'm saying? The Lord willing is edifying. All right, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a bit slower than usual because with that phone, you know what I'm saying? You could just type in it, you know what I'm saying? You just move fast with that shit, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. This is Luke. I'm going to go to Luke 1 now. Yeah, Luke 1. All right, and we're going to jump down. We're going to start at verse 68. It say, blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. All right, Israelites. And hath raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. That's like we just read a while ago. All right, that's Yahweh. All right, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. All right, so the Lord ministers through the prophets. All right, Hosea 12 and 10. Tell you how the Lord has multiplied visions through the ministry of the prophets. All right, let me see. Yeah, he spake by the world began. Verse 71, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. All right, and that goes for 2/3 of you Negro, Spanish, and Native Americans too, because they hate us as well. All right. The only family that the elect have on this side is the elect, all right? We got enemies, all right? 2/3 of Israel over because we're in Babylon. So the 2/3, you know what I'm saying, are our enemies. These heathens are our enemies, all right? The scriptures even tell you about in Micah 7:5, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. So even your woman, all right, you know what I'm saying? She's a demon and an enemy on certain days, all right? You know what I mean? All we got is the brotherhood, all right? That's it. Let me see. Verse 72, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers and remember his holy covenant, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hands of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our lives. All the days of our life, all right? And the scripture tell you, and the covenant that was made with Abraham, it was passed down to Isaac, all right? And then Isaac passed it down to Jacob, all right? You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture tell you when Jacob, the scripture tell you, what is it? And Isaac, thy seed shall be called, all right? You know what I'm saying? Abraham had many sons, all right? He had Ishmael, all right? But Ishmael didn't didn't get that blessing. The Lord blessed Ishmael. But he make him 12 princes, I think, something like that. All right, but he didn't get the blessing of blessings. All right, the law, statutes, and commandments of being the chosen of God. All right. That went to Isaac. All right, and Isaac passed it down to Jacob. All right, you know what I'm saying? All right, but Esau was given, you know what I'm saying? He was given a blessing too. He was given the fatness of the earth. He was given a time to rule, and it said he was going to rule by the sword. All right. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not wearing. Who is he? All right. Who put themselves up as Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, the angels? All right. The prophets. All right. Who did that? Esau. All right. He did that in the Renaissance. All right. You know what I'm saying? In his rebirth, all right, him reestablishing himself, all right, in rulership, all right. They did that when they came out of the caves, all right. And still to this day, when you type in Jesus on Google and shit, you'll have this stringy blue-haired red devil pop up, all right. And 2/3 of our people, they worship that image, all right. Now some of them, you know what I'm saying, they to the point now where they might tell you that they know the Lord ain't that color, but they still don't reverence Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. All right. The scripture tell you how the name of the Lord is dreadful to the heathen. All right, and 2/3 of our people are heathen. All right. You know what I'm saying? Even if they do have the Lord's name, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean it's just that ain't. I mean, that's the beginning of wisdom, but that don't mean that you're chosen. Because the scriptures tell you how the Lord gonna say in that day, many are gonna come in my name, saying, "Lord, Lord." I prophesied in that name, and the Lord is gonna tell them to depart from Him. All right, so you know what I'm saying? This is truly, truly a solemn assembly. You know what I'm saying? And it's only for, you know what I'm saying, sincere individuals. All right, sincere, preordained, chosen spirits. All right. Not these proud ass spirits that the majority of these people out here have on them, all right? The scriptures tell you how the Lord is near them of a contrite spirit, all right? You know what I'm saying? A remorseful, broken spirit, all right? The Lord loves those who, you know what I'm saying, are fearful of Him and, you know what I'm saying, repent and feel bad about the shit they've done, all right? They're vexed day in and day out, with the wicked shit that they see every day, all right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, when we were woken up to this truth, we died to this world, all right? We became dead to this world, all right? We lost our lives, all right? And it was a good thing, all right? Because the scriptures actually say, he that loseth his life shall find it, and he that findeth his life shall lose it, all right? It's something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you found your life in this world, you know what I'm saying? You found peace and joy and happiness in this world, and it ain't got nothing to do with this truth. All right, man, look, ain't no 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, you've already received your constellation in this life and your previous lives, all right? And the Lord is going to kill you, all right? You know what I'm saying? We hate this fucking place, all right? I know I do. I hate this fucking world, all right? You know what I'm saying? Everything in it, all right? I never knew it until I came into this truth, but man, I truly hate this fucking place, all right? But let me hit a couple more scriptures, all right? Salaki for my talking and shit. Y'all forgive me. Let me find somewhere to go right quick. I'll go back to Isaiah. I'm going to go to chapter 8 right quick. Let me see. Yeah, Isaiah 8 in verse 20, it say, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there's no light in them, all right? You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't speaking about what the apostles and elders and men of the Lord are speaking about when it comes to this truth, then you really ain't saying shit, all right? See, 2/3 of our people, you know what I'm saying, they ain't about it, you know what I'm saying? These niggas would rather run down to Egypt and, you know what I'm saying, trust in that shit, all right? Hey, and that's an actual scripture too. Trust and oppression. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, all right. This is Isaiah 30 and verse 12. It say, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression, and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity. All right, and the iniquity is sin upon sin upon sin, all right, stacking them up. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out of a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and at an instant. All right, and he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel, that it is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a sword to take fire from the hurt, or to the water withal out of the pit. All right, so you know what I'm saying? Your trust in this place is gonna be your undoing in so many words. All right, you trusting in Egypt. All right, let me go to the top of this chapter, staying in Isaiah 30. They say, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemel, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with their covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. All right, that's the iniquity again. All right. Verse 2, to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, all right? And that's what 2/3 of these niggas over here do, all right? They trust in this place, all right? You know what I'm saying? They trust in everything that's told to them. And even if they do, You know what I'm saying, try to buck against the system in whatever way that they don't trust in, it's not enough for them to just go against the system all the way around, all right? You know what I'm saying? You'll have certain niggas who think they smart and shit and think they, you know what I'm saying? You know how Jake is, all right? When Jake think he knows something, he can be a real cynical asshole about it, but these niggas don't know nothing about nothing, all right? These niggas still eating pork, still being sodomites and whatever else iniquity the Lord got on these niggas, all right? These stacked up iniquities, all right? Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. Let me see. And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion, all right? And I'm going to speak on some that, you know what I'm saying, I be dealing with, all right? My pops, all right? And again, he's an old bottle. He 80 years old, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But he has a disdained hatred for Donald Trump, all right? Him and my brother, all right? Them niggas hate Donald Trump, all right? For whatever reason, all right? And I find this shit funny because they don't hate Creepy Joe. And I be like, the other day I was walking out through the crib and shit, and my pops, he was talking to me, he was like, you seen this shit that's going down with Donald Trump? I said, what you talking about, Pop? He said, just how he doing something about, you know, I guess because they raided his shit and whatnot. I was like, yeah, he was like, he hid all them documents. He said, Trump ain't nothing but the devil. You know what I'm saying? What he said. So I said, I was like, yeah, that's true. But I was like, but if he the devil, you know what I'm saying? That mean the rest of them the devil too, don't it, Pop? And when I said that to him, he looked at me. He was like, but he didn't say nothing. I was like, how you gonna pick and choose which so-called, because I didn't say so-called. I said, how you gonna pick and choose which one of them white folks the devil? If they one of them the devil, they all the devil. They the same people, ain't they? And he was like, he just started talking some other shit. He was like, yeah, but Trump is worse than da-da-da-da-da-da. I was like, man, you niggas are crazy, bro. You niggas actually sit up in your mind and debate on which Edomite is the worst Edomite. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, you say all this shit about Donald. I'm like, Pops, you old enough. You should remember what Creepy Joe was doing in the 90s. I was like, he was fucking with them Clintons and shit. All right, talking about locking niggas up for, that nigga was talking about knocking niggas up for a certain amount of crack cocaine, which you shouldn't be doing. Nobody should have been doing. But anyway, it was an epidemic. But I'm saying he was locking niggas up for twice the time for having crack cocaine than he was for Edomites, these so-called white people, having powder cocaine, all right? And I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Him, Hillary, you know what I'm saying? That 3-strike shit, they was big on that. A lot of you Jakes, you older Jakes that went to prison and spent a lot of time in jail, that was, Creepy Joe was behind that. And you niggas voted for him today. All right, he an old, senile, you know what I'm saying, dementia-ridden devil today, but he was in his right mind then, and he knew when he was in his right mind how to fuck over you niggas and, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, like niggas always do, they forgive and forget, all right? When it come to Esau, all right, a nigga won't forgive and forget when it comes to his brothers and shit. All right, the Crips and Bloods, you know what I'm saying? Just some gang shit. They'll kill each other up and it'll never stop. You'll have peace treaties and whatever, but it's an ongoing thing. But you niggas forgive Esau, all right? That was a long time ago. We don't want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? You niggas love Esau, all right? But I just thought that was funny, you know what I'm saying? How you niggas pick and choose which devil is the devil, all right? That's how you know the Lord made 2 out of 3 of you niggas, Hispanics and Native Americans, black and brown, devils your goddamn selves, all right? You know what I'm saying? What the Lord called you niggas in Isaiah 1. Let me go back to Isaiah 1. And, I think it's about 23. Hold on. Isaiah 1. 23. Yeah, it say thy princes are rebellions and companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts and followeth after rewards. They judge not the fatherless, neither doeth the cause of the widow coming to them. Verse 24, therefore said the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah of hosts, the mighty one of Israel. It says, I will ease me of mine adversaries and avenge me of mine enemies. So the Lord called you niggas his adversaries and enemies, all right? You know what I'm saying? Adversary could be, you know what I'm saying, goes back to, you know what I'm saying, a Satan, all right? Esau is the adversary as well. The Lord called 2/3 of you niggas adversaries, so it's just like in John 8:44 when the Lord said, you are your father, the devil. It's the same thing, all right? You niggas are black and brown Satans. You niggas are of your father, the devil, and you niggas gotta die, all right? You know what I'm saying? There was some more shit, you know what I'm saying? My Pops ass was talking about earlier. The Lord gonna do something to him. We just have to see him in the kingdom, all right? Because my household, they speak a lot of blasphemous shit, all right? I'm just gonna be real with it, all right? The time that I have when I was in that phase of telling them things about, you know what I'm saying, the truth, they didn't just be like, okay, yeah, whatever. Da, 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 da. Hell no, they said some shit. All right, I had my pops tell me, you know what I'm saying? His exact words. He said, "You worship some voodoo." I was like, "Voodoo?" He was like, "Yeah, that stuff you worship, that yabba baba baba daba, that ain't nothing but some voodoo." I was like, "Damn," you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That nigga was, man. And then my brother, motherfucking ass, man, that nigga there, bro. What hasn't he said, all right? You know what I'm saying? What haven't he said? All right, this Jeremiah 11:9. It say, "And the Lord Yahweh Shemyahushua said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem." All right, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, all right? Verse 10, "They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant which I made with their fathers." All right. "Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemyahushua, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them." All right, the Lord finna do that shit to you niggas right here in Babylon, all right? The Lord said he got 4 appointed kinds for you niggas, all right? 1 second, I can... Okay, I'm back. As I was saying, the Lord said he's gonna appoint over you, four kinds, all right? I'm finna read it. Jeremiah 15 and verse 3. It say, "And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemyahushua. The sword to slay." All right, the modern day sword is a gun. The modern day sword is the modern day sword is a gun. The sword also represents Esau, and the sword also represents the ICBM missiles, all right? You know what I'm saying? So the sword to slay, let me see, "and the dogs to tear," and and that's literal, all right? "And the fowls of the heavens, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy." All right, so that's what's coming down the pike for wicked niggas, all right? Let me see. Yeah, that's what's coming down the pike for wicked niggas, man. Let me go up a verse. I didn't read verse 2. I knew I was missing something. It say, "And it shall come to pass, me that is going to happen. If they say unto thee, whither shall we go for it? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity." All right, the concentration camps. All right, the Lord gonna put you niggas in concentration camps. The Lord gonna starve you niggas out. He gonna put that sword on you. He gonna put the teeth of beast on you. He gonna have sedition of men. All right, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. A house divided. All right, race wars, class wars. All right. Daniel 12:1 again, a time like never was since it was a nation. All right, Isaiah 30:7. Not Isaiah, Slakia, Jeremiah 30:7, all right? "For at last that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And who is the he? It's the elect, all right? The elect is going to be saved out of it, all right? Let me read, let me see. This is Lamentations 3. Let me see. I'm going to start at verse 22. It say, "It is of the Lord's, Yahweh Shemyahushua's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not, and his only compassion is to the elect," all right? "They are new every morning, great is thy faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, saith my soul, therefore I will hope in him. The Lord is like the Lord Yahweh Shemyahushua is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord Yahweh Shemyahushua. It is good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth." All right, you know what I mean? Verse 28, "He sitteth alone and keepeth silence, because he had borne it upon himself." All right, Micah 7:9. All right, we sinned against the Lord. All right, you know what I mean? So we gonna wait for the Lord to come redeem us. All right, and he's only coming to redeem, All right, the elect on this side, 2/3 got to learn death by pain. All right, you know what I mean. And you Edomites, you know what I'm saying? You're going into slavery. All right, so get ready for that. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna read that. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying Lamentation go to 4. Jump down to 21. It say, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom." All right, that's your so-called white people that dwelleth in the land of Uz. All right, America is spiritual Uz. All right, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. All right, because you gotta understand, Esau. All right, Edom is a people before it's a place too. You Edomites. All right. Verse 22: The punishment of thine iniquity, punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. All right, that's us. Let me see. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So that show you again, the Lord did this to us. All right. When you read also in Lamentations 2, it tell you how Lamentations 2, verse 15 on down through 17, how the Lord had done that which He devised in the beginning. He had thrown down in our pity and caused our enemies to rejoice over us. I'll probably go back to it after this. Verse 22, it say, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins." All right, so now you Edomites got to pay for it, all right? Let me see, what was I quoting? Yeah, Lamentations 2 and 15, "All that passed by clapped their hands at thee, they hissed, and wagged their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee, they hissed and gashed their teeth. They say, We have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found it, we have seen it. We have found, we have seen it. The Lord," verse 17, the Lord had done that which He had devised. He had fulfilled His word that He had commanded in the days of old. He told Moses that, you know what I'm saying, in Deuteronomy, that we was going to go in captivity, all right, in slavery on ships. All right, Deuteronomy 28 and 68, the book of the law. All right, one of the books of the law. All right, it say, "The Lord had done that which He had devised. He had fulfilled the word which He had commanded in the days of old. He had thrown down and not pitied, and He had caused thine enemy," all right, Esau, "to rejoice over thee. He has set up the horn of thine adversary," all right, our enemies. All right, the Lord set them up. All right, when you read Romans 9, it tell you how, you know what I'm saying, going all the way back to, it compare Esau to Pharaoh. Let me get it right quick. Romans 9. All right, this is Romans chapter 9. Okay, I think it's like 17. Yeah, verse 17, it say, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, Even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, that I might make my name, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth." All right, because Esau is in rulership. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked again. Esau is running this whole thing, but the Lord set him up. So when the Lord takes him down, you know what I'm saying, when Yahweh shall come back and take him down, you know what I'm saying, He going to get that crown, all right? He going to take down all the armies of this world, all right? And the Lord going to, you know what I'm saying, get that crown, all right? Hey, when you get technical, when you think about it, Yahweh Shai is the one who gave Esau bitch ass that crown, all right? When he was Isaac, all right? But hey, a lot of people, that's too deep for a lot of people to understand, all right? But it ain't if you in this truth, all right? Yahweh Shai lived many lives on this earth before he was Yahweh Shai, all right? He lived as Adam, all right? He lived as Isaac, King Solomon, all right? Who else? Those are three I can just remember right off the top, all right? Those were three, you know what I'm saying, Melchizedek, all right? Even though Melchizedek wasn't born of, you know what I'm saying, he just came on the scene. But I'm saying that was Yahweh Shai on the earth many times, all right, before he was actually Yahweh Shai. And He gave Esau that blessing, all right? You know what I'm saying? When Esau was crying and weeping like a little bitch, "Even me, Father, even me also," all right? Yahweh Shai gave him that blessing when he was Isaac, all right, to have the fatness of the earth and to rule for a season. And Yahushua gonna come back and take his ass down too. All right, and proof on that, let's go to man, I've been reading a whole lot of Isaiah. All right, but that's where we going. We going back to Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 63 now. All right, what is it? Isaiah 63 and 1. All right, and again, you know what I'm saying, just another trick, you know what I'm saying, to the argument. If you ever want to follow how I do it, I got a bunch of tabs and stuff. All right, and I stick them on the Bible, on my Bible when I was learning. So it's easy just, you know what I'm saying, to get to where you got to go fast. All right, so that's just how I did it. And it's really, 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 really helpful. All right. Isaiah 63, all right, in verse 1, it say, "Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?" All right, that's Yahushua returning to take Esau out of power. All right. All right, this that is, let me see, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling through the greatness of his strength, I that spake in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treaded in the wine fat? It say, verse 3, I have trodden the wine press alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my remnant. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. All right, and that's what Yahushua is coming to do. It tell you, staying in Isaiah, let's go back to 47. All right, Isaiah 47. Let me see. Let me see. Isaiah 47. 46. All right. It tell you how when Yahushua come back, he's gonna cry like a travailing woman. No, that's Isaiah 42. All right, not 47. It's 42. All right, Isaiah 42 and I think 13. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Okay. All right, yeah. All right, Isaiah 42 and 13. It say, the Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yeah. He shall prevail against his enemies. All right, that's Esau. And, you know what I'm saying, 2/3, but Esau primarily, all right. Esau is going to be the one, the Lord, when he cracked them clouds. All right, man. Verse 14, I have long time holding my peace. I have been stilled and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs, and I will make their rivers islands, and I will dry up their pools. All right, the Lord ain't gonna meet you as a man this time. All right, the Lord gonna meet you in an angelic force in that chariot. All right, the so-called UFO, and he's gonna strike you through with that laser beam that comes out of the chariots. All right, that's how the Lord gonna speak to you. All right, the Lord gonna have them ICBM missiles raining down on this bitch too. All right. The scripture tell you how these missiles are gonna stay in formation. Ain't none gonna miss their mark. All right, they're gonna enter into the house of the thief. All right, Esau. All right, you know what I'm saying? And we ready for them. Hey, we ready for that time. All right, to see this bitch go up in smoke. All right, you know what I'm saying? This adulterous harlot, all right, known as America. You know what I'm saying? We ready to see her go up in smoke. All right, let me find what's that? Let me go to Joel. All right, it's also, let me see, let me find Joel. Okay. Let me see. Well, I'm gonna hit Amos right quick. And then I hit Joel. Joel is right before Amos. But I hit Amos first. This is Amos 9 and verse 8. All right, then I hit that Joel and probably get ready and close it. It's getting a little dark out here. Let's see, Joel 9, that's 5. All right. This is Joel chapter 9. I mean, it's like Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. It say, behold, the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or upon the sinful kingdom. And I will destroy it from off of the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, the elect is going to be preserved, all right, this time. How the Lord passed over the whole house of Israel when we were in ancient Egypt. This time the Lord is only going to pass over, all right, the elect. All right. Verse 9, for lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations like as corn is sifted in the sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All right. That goes back to, again, how Israel was scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. You got the elect throughout the four corners of the earth. All right. Verse 10, it say, all the sinners of my people shall, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. All right, again, this sword, the modern day sword is a gun. The sword also is Esau, and the sword also is the ICBM missile. All right, but just know you're going to die by one of them swords. All right, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. All right, destruction, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Verse 11, in that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen. All right, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. All right, and that's happening right now. The Lord is, you know what I'm saying, got the spiritual house of David, all right, prophesying the downfall of Babylon. All right, and soon it's gonna come. All right, like we chanted down. What's that place we chanted down? Jericho. All right, we chanted down Babylon today. All right, every video. Street ministry, every time we do what we do to please Yahweh Shem Yahushua, a layer of this kingdom is broken, all right, bit by bit. That's why these motherfuckers flag our videos, shadow ban our videos, strike our pages, delete our pages, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, because, you know what I'm saying, we're a nuisance to this world, all right, and they best thing to do is to get us off of these airways quickly, all right, but it ain't up to them, all right. Yahweh Shem Yahushua set the internet up for his men to preach this word and to draw in the elect, all right. It ain't nothing these devils can do, all right. Ain't nothing they can do. All right, so this the last scriptures I'm gonna read right quick. I'm gonna read this in let me see. I'm gonna read this in Joel chapter 2. All right, and this talking about the ICBM missile that's gonna rain down on Babylon. All right, you know what I'm saying? Because after Esau crashes this society, crashes the dollar, you know what I'm saying? All hell on earth breaks out. You know what I'm saying? Esau gonna come with that charagma and shit, and once that charagma comes, you know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna let World War III come, and then you know what I'm saying? That's when the Lord is gonna come back on the scene, and the missiles gonna rain, and Esau. It's going down, all right? So Joel 2, it say, starting at verse 1, blow the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is at hand, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong, there had not been ever in the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Verse 3, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. All right, that's that missile. All right, the land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yeah, and nothing shall escape them. All right, when them missiles drop over here in America, all right, if you on the shores of America, your ass is gonna burn. All right, everything over here is gonna burn. All right, let me see. Verse 4: the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. All right, let me see. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, they shall leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain. Let me see. All faces shall gather blackness. All right, you know what I'm saying? People gonna burn up. All right, verse 7, they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. All right, so when them missiles get shot, it ain't like they gonna crash into each other and all that. No, they gonna hit exactly where they supposed to hit because the Lord's Spirit is in the missiles. All right, that's part of the Lord's army. All right. Verse 8, neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. All right. Let me see. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run up the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. All right. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. All right. Man, it's going to be a terrible day. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executed his word for the day. You see, for the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it, all right? I mean, that's, the Lord finna bring them missiles, man, and burn this bitch up. All right. Let's see. What I'm saying. I'm gonna read Amos 3 and 9. I mean, it's like Joel 3 and 19 now. It say, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in the land. All right, so this is going to come to Edom, all right? In America, it says Egypt, all right? It put Egypt and Edom in the same context because America is spiritual Egypt, all right? Revelation 11 and 8 tell you how the dead bodies being us, the Israelites, shall lie in the street of that great city, which is spiritual, Sodom and Egypt. All right, Sodom for the homosexuality and wickedness, and Egypt for the slavery and hard bondage that we were forced to serve. All right, like the same thing we were doing in ancient Egypt, all right, the house of bondage. That's what Egypt is synonymous with. And Esau is the modern day Egyptian. All right, Psalms 137, verse 7 and 8. I remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof, of daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. All right, so this new Egypt is going to catch that destruction, all right? And it also tell you, you know what I'm saying, Isaiah 19, how the Lord said Egyptians against Egyptians, you American people against American people. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of, you have to just understand, if the Lord have to be supping with you and open you up to understand the code words, because the Lord spoke in parables, all right? And that's in the scriptures. What did he say? Lord, why do you speak to them in parables? And the Lord said, because it's for you to understand the kingdom of heaven, to them it's not. For you to understand the mysteries, but for them it's not. So that's pretty much it. All right, I'm gonna close it out with that. Lord willing, it was edifying. Again, this is how it went. The Spirit had to go this way, and I'm hoping it was edifying. All right. Today is August 15th, year 2022. Year Yahweh Shemel Shai's turn up, and it's been exactly that. So that being said, I'm closing all honor, glory, and praise go to. All right, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and where I learn this truth. Shalom.